Bro, I'm about to show you the exact reselling method that's making me 7.5K every single week, and I started this when I was 17 years old. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact system that took me from $0 to 30K monthly. I'm going to show you one of my students that's a dead broke college kid, and now he's making 15K a month in 4 months using the same exact systems. Also, I'm going to be showing you the exact supplier network I use to find products that give me 200 to 300% profit, and how I built this system to make me money while I'm sleeping. At the end, I'm gonna drop a bonus that's gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna give you my personal supplier, which I never do, so make sure you stay till the end. And I'm gonna show you guys proof right here so you guys know that I am legit, and you could watch this video and actually use the info I give you. So as you could see, this is just some pictures that that came across my journey. This is 25K in the last 30 days, and this is just off of one of my streams of income. And then this is another 1.8K day, as you could see right here. And just showing you not to flex, this is just to prove that I am someone you could listen to. And this is me with a bunch of packages, as you could see. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Look, most people think reselling is completely dead or saturated, which is BS. Before I started this, I was cleaning trash cans, and after about 2 months of doing that, I had $200 in my bank account. And I'm gonna pop up some more screenshots of some bank statements right here on the screen. Here's what separates people from making $100 versus 7.5K a week. So let's break everything down. This is the supplier game. It's not about what you sell, it's about who you know. My backdoor suppliers that 99% of people don't have access to. How I built relationships with these suppliers to get the best deals, best quality, and best shipping prices. So how it works down is, first you find the supplier. Next, you build a relationship with the supplier by ordering, seeing if the product is good, telling them that thank you, this, that. Next is the exclusive access earned, which I'm gonna throw in a little more sauce here that no one gives out. These suppliers can actually pay you. Yeah, you. Now let's get into the platform strategy, which is where you should sell your products. And the apps I would recommend is Facebook, OfferUp, and eBay. You can try others. Again, like I said, it's different in everyone's area, wherever you're located. Start off with these 3 apps. If you don't see success, move on to apps like Depop, Mercari, and etc. But I would say see success in these apps because Facebook, you do local sales, no fees, and it's just straight up cash transactions. So if you're starting off, Facebook is the best. And then OfferUp is also good. You just get negotiated here more heavier. And then eBay is literally one of the most biggest platforms to sell products, and you could reach national, and you could get a consistent buyer base from here. Now this is the listing formula that gets me buyers messages within a couple hours, and my pricing strategy that maximizes your profits while selling your items fast. So when you're listing a product, you have to make sure it is well shot, detail shots, comparison shots, packaging shots. And so when you take a picture, you want to make sure you have good lighting, whatever you're taking a picture on has good quality, and the background lighting is very good. When I say background lighting, that means there's no flashes, flares in the screen, and when someone's scrolling and they see your product, it automatically catches their attention. Next is the title structure. For example, let's say we're selling this cologne right here. You need to title it with brand name, product type, key feature, and size condition. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you an example. Brand name, it's an LV cologne. Product type, it is on the beach. That's what the cologne is called, on the beach. And then key feature, you could be like very good summer/winter scent and long lasting. And then size and condition, you could say this is a 100 ml bottle. ML is milliliters. So you could give your buyer an idea. Next is the description, psychology. So with your product, you also want to put a description, why you're selling it, why the buyer should buy it, etc. And then you need a call to action, hook line. I know this sounds confusing, but I'll make it easier and skip all this. We'll go down to some examples right here. It's literally just 3 pictures and no description, no title. Actually, this is a terrible. So this is X. Don't list like this. Let me give you a better example. So this is a great example. It has multiple pictures. He has the receipt here. And also, by the way, if you guys want my suppliers, I'm going to go ahead and drop it in the bottom of this video. So go to the link in the description. All my suppliers will be there. The ones I personally use. But this is a great example because he has everything here, and I could see what he's selling off of one picture. He has all the other pictures, but the first picture is super clear. He could have done a little bit better on the background. I think he took this on like a bed. And then, like I said, he listed it perfectly. He added the title. This is the cologne name. This is which one it is. And this is the milliliters, right here. So he listed it perfectly, put a price, and he also put a discount on it, which catches people's attention. Now let's go over the scaling system. So once you're able to sell your products, you see what sells good. Now you have to actually scale your reselling business, which brings you more income monthly. This is how I went from flipping one item to moving 50 plus per week. It's super important to cross list, relist, test multiple products, and post your wins. So let me actually explain what this means. When you cross list, you have to make sure you're selling on every single possible platform, because the more platforms your product is on, the more watchers you get and the more chances it has to sell. And when I say relist old items, let's say you have a product up and it hasn't been sold and it's just sitting in your house, just relist it so it gets a little more attention. And also, I recommend using view bots. View bots are basically something that boosts your listing to the top of the site or the app. Let's say someone searches up this exact cologne. Your listing will be one of the first ones at the top. And if you guys need view bots, I have them in my premium Discord. Like I said, I'm not trying to promote, but that's where you could find it, again, in the link in the description. I don't care if you go. I'm just spitting free sauce right here. And then you want to test multiple products at once, see what's selling best in your area, do product area research. So go on marketplaces and see what's selling and if the prices are good. And then content plus listing. You also want to open up an Instagram page, a Snapchat, or even if you already have one, you could start posting there. And even as a reseller, you could post your wins, right? So let's say you sell a product, vouch to your people on your social media that, look, I sold this. If anyone wants something, I could sell it to you. I could ship it to you, which attracts more buyers. Now, this is the reinvestment formula that compounds profits. So let's say month one, you start with AirPods, right? And you make $800 this month only selling AirPods. Use this money. Don't spend it on anything stupid. Go ahead and reinvest. Reinvest means you put it back into your business. You buy more AirPods. Or if the AirPods were slow, you expand to colognes, right? Your second month, you make 2.5K with colognes. Again, don't spend it on anything else. Reinvest it back into your business. That's the only way you're gonna grow. That's the only way you're gonna scale. So then next month, by the way, you don't have to go with the same exact order of products. It's just an example. Next month, you get to up to 5,200 with selling glasses. Again, you don't need to be spending this money. You're gonna reinvest the money. Month 6, you get to 15K with the watches. So it's just a building game. Obviously, these months are not how your journey is gonna go. It's different for everyone. You could see results fast. You could see results slow. It all just depends on how much work you put in. Here are some quick student wins and what my students are doing. As you could see, my boy made $240 in one day, and then we had a $5,000 day, which was insane. And then my boy Thrifty sold AirPods. He bought for 20, sold for 100, as you could see in this pic right here. Great profits, great learning experiences. And my boy Baldrick, $900 yesterday or whenever this was. But you could see the strategy was working back then. The strategy is still working today, and they followed my exact systems. These are the results. And also I'm going to show you one of my other students. I'm going to pop up some screenshots right here. This is before, is after. Bro, if you're serious about scaling this and actually doing this, you need to understand shipping, you gotta understand labels, and you have to understand what separates beginners from pros. And if you don't know how shipping or labels work, I dropped a video about the hidden secrets that nobody talks about in the shipping and labels niche. So after you're done watching this video, make sure you go to my channel and watch that. It's gonna save you hundreds of dollars and a bunch of mistakes, and gonna save you time. Here's why most people fail. Stop saying you're gonna start and just do it. The $100 test is the real test for all my students. If you could make something happen with $100, imagine what you could do with when you reinvest your money, like we talked about earlier. I promised you something crazy at the end of the video, and you watched, you learned something. Now I'm gonna give it to you. This is my personal supplier that I've been working with for almost 2 years. I'm dropping their contact information. So if you guys want my exact supplier, my personal one that I use for completely free, go to my Instagram. It's linked in my bio, and I'm gonna pop up my Instagram at right here. DM me the word doc, or swipe up on my story and say doc, D-O-C, and I'll give you literally my exact supplier. But only if you're serious. Don't waste my supplier's time, because he doesn't like time wasters. Look, if you watch this far, you're actually different. You actually want to change your life. You didn't click off the video in the first 10 seconds, 1 minute. I only work with 10 people at a time because I want to give you my personal attention. If you want me to personally walk you through this full system, set you up with my suppliers, my systems, and guarantee for you to hit your first 5K in the next 60 days, just go to the link in the description. Again, everything is there. My mentorship, my premium Discord, and my suppliers. I'm only taking serious people who are ready to take action and actually lock in for their future. Don't overthink it. Take that risk. And that risk I took brought me here a year later. Appreciate y'all for watching. If this was helpful, I'm back on my YouTube grind. Make sure you subscribe and like if this was helpful. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next video.